All right, so I'm here with Katlego Khanyisa, ahead of your fight on Boxing 5 Promotions, March the 8th. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Got me straight out of the gym. As you can see, still wrapped up, still strapped up in my pro gear. And yeah, feeling good, man. I'm glad to be back in action with the first show coming up. Boxing 5 always keeping me active. They keep their promise. And I'm so excited, man. I'm looking forward to it.
And you're coming up against Dlamini as well, an opponent that's fought up here before as well. A live opponents with the likes of Kane Faree, and he's been in the ring. He's a seasoned young fighter, I'd say. What's your feelings on him?
Look, man, like I say, the main thing is activity now lately. And I'm so fortunate because I'm getting more opportunities with regard to putting more work in. And look, man, it's the switch up this time around. I'm working with Hisham. I'm having opportunities to put in more work. So I don't want to say I'm still climbing the ladders. I'm still going up in the ranks, but there's actually been some decision changes now that are going to be happening after this fight, which I'm going to be sharing right now with you. And yeah, we want to see how far we can go, because the aim is, with previous times, I've been slacking, man. I haven't been putting in so much work because I've had work to do at the same time. So now I'm actually seeing that as we move internationally, these guys, when they're coming into the lightweight, they're dropping from 70s and all that, and I'm just dropping from 64 to like 61. I can do so much. I'm leaving so much on the table, you know what I'm saying? So the plan is to go to junior light. Who knows, even further. Let's see how we push it after this fight. We sat down with Colin. We've already set our minds. We want to push, and then we want to start from the bottom basically and rebuild and take it from there, because now it's international. Nothing is getting easier. Still sticking to 8 rounders, 10 rounders, 12 rounders. Yeah.
It's an interesting one as well, because you mentioned on social media that you're so glad that you had joined Hisham. It has leveled up your game multiple levels. Can you just dive into that and just explain to the audience out there what you mean by that post?
Yeah. So with Hisham, my coach, we always speak about it as coming and consulting. So he's cleaning up a lot of my game when it comes to inside catching and shooting, and we've been noticing some of those small minor mistakes that will like level up my whole fighting style already. So we're not changing anything. We're just tweaking up the small things that have been neglected or that have just been sidelined. You know what I mean? So now that I'm saying I have so much more time to put into boxing, that's one thing I'm very fortunate about, and I'm going to grab this opportunity with both hands, because I'm not going to be staying in the same level. If I'm freeing up some of my time with working, I'm definitely going to fill it up with boxing. No other way.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously you've leveled up your game. The announcement of Kane Faree joining the promotions, at first he's in your weight division. There was always going to be talks of you versus him. That talks is now firmly off the table.
True that, because we're in the same stable. Look, also it always goes back to that we never want the best to verse the best while they're still young and upcoming, because we know we want to branch out, go get our titles out there, go get our names out there, have some substance to our name, and then when we meet together again in South Africa, we can pull in a big show, because we all, maybe he's bringing the IBO up, bringing the IBF, different titles together, making some unifications. That's the bigger dream, you know, other than just cutting each other short very early in the career. It's not that feasible in my perspective. I don't know what everyone else thinks.
So the burning question, have you guys sparred yet?
No, actually, we have never sparred yet. But that we will at some point. It's not about who's fearing who. It's like our timetables. I'm usually closer to Hotbox, so I'm getting more work with Lerato. I'm getting work with the gentleman who's from Ghana. It was good. Alfred, getting so proper sparring, strong man. And yeah, you know what I mean. So whenever our paths will cross, or whenever we can have the ability to be in the same gym at the same time, of course, man, we always got time to like share what's his tactics and level one another up.
All right. So now how do you see your opponents? I mean, look, going into this fight, you mentioned you want to go international, you want to start leveling up. Your opponent is still on the sort of local level. I'd say he's not at SA level yet either. How would you assess him?
Look, I've never seen him fight. I just know that he fought Kane, and Kane stopped him in the 5th. And honestly, with me, like I said, it's more about getting experience, getting my ranks up, getting a lot of fights under my belt. And look, it's the first fight of the year. It's a warm-up fight, and it's an 8-rounder. I'm not undermining him. I'm never going to undermine any boxer, but I don't see him as a big deal. You know what I mean? It's just another level for me to move up and get better and move up onto the other ranks, coming into the junior light or featherweight ranks, and take over from there, because like I say, opportunities here on the table, and it's time for me to grab it with both hands.
You are riding good momentum. Obviously, beating Talent Beloy was a massive thing for you as well because it solidified your position as one of the top guys in the country. Going on from that result, is it just firmly in your past?
Like I said, the main thing that I was actually so fortunate about was last year was getting 4 fights, I think, and that's what my plan was. I'm trying to get at least 4 to 5 fights in a year, like to get that experience. I'm not getting any younger. I'm like 27. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you're still a baby," but in boxing years, hey, time is catching up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to rack up as much experience as I can. Fighting Talent, who's a undefeated fighter, was a great test for me, and I'm looking forward to more of that. Even when I go to like junior lights or featherweights, I'm not planning to fight people who are now like having so many losses. I'm trying to stick to that level and continue rising and rising from that level and going higher and higher.
You mentioned the weight drop. Does that happen in your next fight, or does it happen in this fight?
No, right now we're fighting at lightweight,
All right.
but it's going to be happening from the next fight. From the next fight, I'm either going to be fighting junior light or feather.
All right. Yes. Whoa. Did you say and feather?
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm going for all divisions, Bosa. I'm going for all divisions.
Wow, I didn't. Have you tried to make feather before?
Look, I walk around like 64, bro. And like I say, the main thing that has made it hard for me was mixing work and boxing. You can't do both. But with miracles, I was able to sustain the lightweight division. But now, if you're going to be going down and digging deep, you're going to need more time. And now, with that time, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I mean, if you look to your right-hand side, you see Africa's #1 featherweight training in the gym right there.
Exactly. And look, if we look at it, Larato's usually even walking around same weight level as me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking up inspiration. Yeah, it only makes sense. I'm picking up inspiration from there. My body will tell me. If I look like, I can't make it, then it is what it is. But I genuinely feel that if I like currently, I now have more time to put into the training, I'm more than capable to be dropping a whole 6 from, like currently I'm probably going to be like 62.
Yeah.
I'm already in fight weights and it's like, what, 3 weeks out? Yeah.
Well, I suppose what's always good for you as well is like you guys are always fighting on Boxing 5 promotions. You know, half your gyms are going to be on that bill. So you're all training together, putting in a shift. Does that help prepare for the fight? It
does. Especially because we got like stellar, what's this, sparring mates. We got Larato, we got the gentleman that we spoke about just now, Lemty, my bad, Lemty. We got the likes of Ishmael Kadri. We got Caden, who's now making a comeback, also looking good, still moving. So there's a lot of good, sparring happening in here. So there's no excuse, honestly. There is no excuse whatsoever. Like the main thing that I'm saying is I'm so grateful to have the opportunity that I have right now.
All right, so how does it go down on fight night? I mean, obviously a win in your mind, but how?
I'm going to outskill him, bro. I'm going to outskill him, outdance him. It's gonna look like I'm the bigger guy. I'm going to outbully him. I'm going to come with all tactics, everything that comes together. I'll throw it at him. Whatever he can't handle, that's what he's going to go down with.
All right, so we're looking for a confident night of boxing there. Mr. Khanyisa, thank you very much. And, what about a message for your opponents?
Lindo Dlamini, you're coming from KZN, bro. Just hope that you're not going back in a stretcher. That's all it is. Your ego should be back intact and everything. Come with your mindset straight because the black cat is coming for you. I'm on the prowl, bro. I'm hungry. Let's go.
All right, nice strong message there. And lastly, any thank yous, any shout outs?
I want to say thank you to all my sponsors. Hey, like yesterday was the Infel Twins' birthday, so they're turning 13. The young boys are doing the most, man. So grateful for them to always being with me from amateurs, still currently going strong. And yeah, man, grateful for you, Hayden, for always giving us this platform opportunity. Grateful for Colin, and congratulations to him and Sive for their new, the two-time IBF world champion. He actually sent me a message and it was like Twice Upon a Time in Mexico, if you know the movie. I was like, no, he did us so proud, man. And yeah, thank you so much to my family, my friends, my sponsors, and everybody who's going to be showing up. Please show up for the 8th of March. It's going down. Boysons, Box Camp.